Hello everyone, it is Jazz here. Today I thought of a really odd sort of idea for a video, and I thought I would make a video about books that my mom, who is also a very avid reader, has recommended to me over and over again, but I have not read yet. So I picked 5 of these books that she seems to constantly recommend, and I still have not yet gotten to. And I'm going to talk a little bit about them today and tell you what she says she likes about them and reasons why I need to get on it and read them, or reasons why I haven't yet. Let's see how this goes. If you hear the sounds of a torrential rainstorm in the background, it's because there is one going on, and hopefully the electricity won't go out. One book that comes up the most often, it seems like, that she recommends is The Immortal by Angela Ewell Hunt. This book is supposed to be about a woman named Claudia who meets a very ancient immortal man, and mystery ensues. My mother has always said that she thinks the story of this is really interesting in terms of the ways it makes you think, but she also highly commends the fact that this author had never traveled to Italy and still managed to describe Italy in this wonderful detail, and Mom just thinks that's amazing and brilliant. This makes me very interested to check out the novel because that sounds really super cool, and I think it does have a historical tip because the man in here is 2,000 years old, and that is really interesting. I just haven't read it quite yet because every time I open it, it's like, oh, I'm not quite in the mood for this book yet, and then I have to like go, okay, I'll wait. But I'm hoping someday I will be finally in the mood for this book that my mom says is so fabulous. My mom and I really do enjoy a great Stephen King novel, and for years now she has been highly recommending that I read Leafy Thirty. She's always said that she really enjoyed that this has sort of a romantic tip and a paranormal sort of thrillery type of tip to it, and that has always intrigued me very much, and I do have it on my reading list for this year, so I am hoping to get to it. And I think the only reason why I haven't gotten to it is because it's chunky, like a lot of Stephen King's books, but I do think that it'll probably be a fast read when I get into it, so I'm actually quite excited to try this out. A book that does come up, maybe not super often, but every once in a while, is the book The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. This is an historical fiction book that is about a farmer in China. My mom really recommends this often because she loves a good historical fiction, as do I when I'm in the mood for historical fiction, and she thought it was really cool that it was about China and the culture of China, and I believe this is a modern classic book. So I am really intrigued to try this out sometime. I don't think it's on my to be read for this year. I think I'm gonna wait till maybe next year to check it out because I can see that maybe the mood might not strike me this year. But I do have a lot of interest in reading this book for the same reasons she seemed to like it. And who doesn't want to read about some new cultures and some new experiences? Am I right? Another historical book that my mom recommends quite often is Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden, and this one is just a book that she talks about a lot. She yet again loves that it's a historical fiction. It is based on the lives of geishas in Japan, and there's just some things that she said she learned about being a geisha and all those different experiences to do with that she thought were really interesting, and she says that it's a beautifully written book. She also says that it is better to read the book than watch the movie, although we both watched the movie, and I have to say it wasn't bad, but she's like, the book is way better, girl, so you need to read that book. And I was like, that's what I intend to do, is read Memoirs of Geisha, hopefully this year. And the last book I have to talk about today is a book that Mom has been on me for a really long time to read because it is by our favorite author, Neil Gaiman, and it is The Graveyard Book. Mom loves this because she was immediately intrigued by the fact that this is a book about a boy who was raised by ghosts in a graveyard. And I have to say, that is super intriguing, and she says the way the story was weaved was brilliant. And I do not know why I've not picked this book up yet. I just haven't. I feel like sometimes you don't get to all your favorite authors' books in one go. You gotta like give it time, because then you don't want to run out of your favorite authors' books, is what I feel like. I get the sense that Mom really wants me to read this so that we can talk about it and just bond over its funness and Neil Gaiman-esqueness and all that stuff. So it is on my reading list for this year, and I am hoping to get to it because it does seem like it's gonna be really lovely. So those were 5 books that my mom recommends to me, and I'm assuming also to you, all the time. I hope that you guys thought this video was interesting. I thought it was kind of a weird idea, but I hope you guys still liked it, and hopefully I will get to reading some of these books this year. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye!